Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. So, once again, good afternoon, everyone. I, Dr. Prashant Kumar from Computer Science, welcome you all in another session of this induction program. In this particular session, students, we have two talks. One is from Professor Arunangshu Mukhopadhyay, and second one is from Dr. Pramod Kumar. So, first we have with us Professor A. Mukhopadhyay. So before I hand it over to Mukhopadhyay sir, I would like to read a brief bio of sir. So Professor A. Mukhopadhyay is a PhD and now Professor of Textile at Dr. B.R. Ambedkar National Institute of Technology, Jalandhar. And Professor A. Mukhopadhyay is currently Dean Academics of the Institute. Apart from this, Professor Mukhopadhyay is convener of Institute Innovation Council and chairman of Institute Annual Magazines. Prior to these, Professor Mukhopadhyay has been head of the Department of Textile Technology, TechCube Nodal Officer, Professor in charge of Training and Placements, Professor in charge of Entrepreneurship Cell at NIT Jalandhar under Pradhan Mantri Yuva Awas Yojana and Associate Dean RNC. In his long and vast teaching and academic and research career, Professor Mukhopadhyay has been awarded with many awards and distinctions. Some of them are Trigunacharan Sen Prize in 32nd Engineering Congress, award based on the presentation of the research paper in Textile Institute Centenary Conference, Manchester, United Kingdom, and BC Roy Medal for holding first position in B.Tech in the institute, etc. Today, Professor Mukhopadhyay will talk about the creativity and innovation in engineering. Now, I invite Professor A. Mukhopadhyay, sir, to deliver his talk and enlighten the students. Over to you, sir.
Slide is visible now.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
So can I start now? I don't know whether the connectivity is restored or not.
Sir, it is restored. Now it is visible, and you can start, sir.
Okay. Although there are very less number of participants.
Yes, sir, very less.
Although my presentation is quite a bit long, but I'll try to shorten it as far as possible. Innovation and creativity in engineering. We'll see that what is engineering. So on one hand, we need the scientific knowledge. Okay, and other hand, we need the creative design. So it is basically amalgamation of the two things, scientific knowledge and creative design, that will lead to the engineering of materials or product. Now creativity, this is the basic definition of creativity. Creativity is the ability to develop new ideas and to discover new ways of looking at problems and opportunities. So this is the definition of creativity. On the other side, if you see the definition of science, science is the exploration. The fundamental nature of exploration is that we don't know what is there. We can guess and hope and aim to find out certain things, but we have to expect surprise. This is the most important aspect, that we have to expect surprise. Now, in today's scenario, if you see the different discipline, so earlier time we talk about a single discipline, and then we can achieve certain goal. Okay, from a single discipline, it can have its own goal whenever we talk about the discipline, each discipline. So gradually it becomes a multidisciplinary. In multidisciplinary means each of the discipline can have a common goal setting. Okay, so they can have a common goal setting. So each discipline is contributing to common goal setting. It can also have the interdisciplinary, means the making discipline can participate. Okay, they can interact among themselves to achieve a common goal. Okay, so many discipline is participating to achieve a common goal, that could be termed as interdisciplinary. And finally, we are looking for the convergence. So we can have the industrial knowledge at one hand, and other side we can have the academic knowledge. So this will be the amalgamation of industrial knowledge and the academic knowledge. And many discipline is participating from both sides and to achieve a particular goal. So in today's context, if you look at the national education policy, we'll be gradually moving towards the convergence. That is the basic idea. So it is not that you stick to your discipline only, that can serve your purpose. Now, if you see that innovation become one of the key role for engineering, and there the other knowledge streams are very important. Knowledge about the other streams are very important. On the other hand, you need the sustainable development. We'll see that what is sustainable development. Now, why I'm saying this? Because if you see the media development at one hand, filter media development, you need the knowledge of molecules, then you need the knowledge of materials, we need the knowledge of single fiber, we need the knowledge of filter structure. Not only this, if you see, we need the manufacturing knowledge, filter design, we need the knowledge of process system, we need the knowledge of application, and finally the marketing aspect. So basically it is an integrated science for separation. So whenever we talk about the integrated science for separation, so you need the knowledge of various fields. So at one-sided knowledge or one discipline knowledge will not be sufficient. Now another terminology that I have used, that is sustainability. Sustainability cannot be achieved through spanning a particular product or processes involved in the development period. But the entire product life cycle has to be considered. For example, we are generating a lot of waste. So without the tackling the waste, sustainability will be meaningless. So whenever you talk about the production of any goods or the material, we'll have to look into that what kind of waste we are generating, how we are tackling the waste. That is also becoming very, very important. So, but overall, we need the energy on the various other aspects also, that is very important. Energy, environment. These are the various other aspects are important whenever you're looking at the sustainability issues. The new role of for engineers, if you see that there should be societal engagement and policy linkages. These are also very important along with the innovation. For example, if you want to go for rainwater harvesting, the societal engagement is necessary, and there should be also the policy linkage to confirm that it is being adopted by a large number of people in the country. So the societal engagement is important, policy linkages is also important whenever you are going for any sort of innovations. So there should be synergy between scientific and societal progress. That is what is needed. Now the value of college education is not the learning of many facts, but the training of the mind to think. That is very important. Because in today's scenario, you can get the data very easily by searching it through Google, and by many other, source of learning sources are there. So the training of mind is important. Okay, it is not that how many facts you know. So now if you see the innovations, it is a new idea, new product, and the new method. And it is creative, novel, and non-conventional. It is not necessary that it has to be very complex. If you see that one of such development around 50 liters container enable water collector to roll liquid from wells rather than carry it on their head. So women can get lot of benefit by having this kind of innovation. So it is very simple innovation, but this can make lot of difference for them. Now imagination is more important than knowledge. That is because we are in the institute, higher learning stage. So you remember that the imagination is more important than knowledge, because each and every day you must think about what you have learned, you try to analyze, and then only you try to accept the things. Without proper understanding, without proper applicability of the knowledge, you should not accept the things. So imagination is more important. Now, if you see the chimpanzee genome has revealed the 95 to 99% genetic similarity between human and chimpanzee. But then how we are different? We are different in the way that we are having thinking ability. Okay, this is very important part. And the frontal lobe is responsible for our thinking ability. That part is well developed in a human brain. So if you are making it active, so then that will be beneficial for you. Now cognitive domain, if you see, this is the various learning domain. So knowledge will come at the first level, then comprehension, application, analysis.
Excuse me, sir. Am I audible?
हाँ जी सर, आप ऑडिबल हो। सर की आवाज बंद हो
सर
गई
की आवाज गड़बड़ हो गया है।
सर को फोन करना पड़ेगा।
हाँ जी सर, मैं करता हूँ। Student, please be patient. There's a technical issue at sir's side. He's back within a couple of minutes.
Now is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sorry for the disruption. Okay. So now if you see that basic idea is important, then the invention and innovation. Okay, this is the various stages of innovations. For example, mobile phone is the invention, but Android is basically the innovation. Now, if you see the innovations and fundamental outcome, that can come through various experiences and stages. Like through incidental phenomena, you can have the innovation or fundamental outcome. Through mimicking nature, there also the possibility of innovation fundamental outcome. Through imagination also there is a possibility of invention or innovation. Through serendipity, so I'll discuss each and every aspect of it. You see that picture will be, from this picture it will be clear that Newton's law of universal gravitation. So invention comes through incidental phenomena. This is the incidental phenomena, but although there is a debate whether that phenomena is really true or not. But anyway, so that is the phenomena. Based on this, basically the Newton's law came into existence. Similarly, the Archimedes principle, physical law of buoyancy, that also through incidental phenomena. Now here also another incidental phenomena through the prism, there will be light diffraction and the white light can become color. So that is also comes into existence because of incidental phenomena. Now this is another example of innovation or invention through mimicking nature. So aeroplane is basically through mimicking nature or mimicking bird, we basically discovered the aeroplane. Now invention also nature inspired by nature, like Velcro. This is the one of the Swedish engineer 1948. He observed that the cocklebar is sticking to his dog's coat. So based on that, this kind of development came into existence. So you need a mat and the hook-like structure to develop the Velcro-like effect. And then again, another example of biomimetics or mimicking nature, skin fabric. So this is also similar to the skin. You can develop the fabric that can enhance the performance of the swimmer. So that is another kind of innovations. Now innovation is also possible through imagination, or invention is also possible through imagination. For example, parachute came into existence because of the imagination. Invention is also possible through serendipity. Serendipity means accidental phenomena. So if you see the Thomas Alva Edison for the electric bulb, so that is the one of the invention, important invention. Steam engine, another important invention. That all came through because of the serendipity, accidental phenomena. Invention also comes through dream. So the structure of Benjamin ring came through the mind of the scientist because in the dream only. So August Tukule was the German chemist. Through dreaming, he conceived the idea of the Benjamin ring. So invention is also possible through experiment. Obviously, this part is well known because in engineering college, we know that we undergo various ways we perform the experiment, and by performing the experiment also it is possible to invent something. But invention is also possible through apparently failed experiment. Apparently failed experiment, like penicillin. Initially, it was thought that it was a failed experiment. Quinine, microwave, saccharin. So we might have acquainted with the glue stick. Glue stick is another, apparently failed experiment. Initially, the scientists thought that it is useless, but the glue sticks are nowadays used in wide number of applications. Now, the most important part is that chances favor the prepared mind. That is very important. Okay, now if you see in modern era, so there are a lot of development in artificial intelligence. So because of the lack of time, I'll not be speaking to it much. So AI can give a lot of benefits. So AI in medical field, that will be the revolutionary idea, and the reduce mortality rate, fast and accurate diagnostic, reduce error related to human fatigue and decrease in medical costs. So there are a lot of benefits of artificial intelligence in medical field. Similarly, Internet of Things. So we can have the wide application of Internet of Things. Biotechnology, that is also a very growing area, and there also you can find genetic engineering, genomics, and the plant agriculture, energy environment. So there could be a lot of application of biotechnology. And then the technology, industry 4.0. So technology pillars. So these are the technology pillars for the development in industry 4.0. So we are moving toward the industry 4.0 after a long time, and industry 3.0 in 1970s. Now nanotechnology is another area of development. So in energy, environment, catalytic development, surface treatment, biotechnology, there are a lot of sectors where the nanotechnology is playing a very big role. Now this is one development of aerogel shield in Mars, so that can create the ambience inside, so that person can have a proper atmosphere inside that shield in Mars. Because otherwise the Mars, the carbon dioxide content is 95% and temperature is minus 125 degrees centigrade. So person cannot live in the atmosphere. So you can make the artificial atmosphere inside, on the Mars. Now the test of our progress is not whether we add more to the abundance of those who have much. It is whether we provide enough for those who have too little. So this is very important statement. It is whether we provide enough for those who have too little. Now in the next slide it will explain. Suppose the basic requirement, we will have to understand our basic requirement. The energy is our basic requirement for sustainability. Environment is another basic requirement, and food or water. So these basic three aspects are very, very important for human life. So we must give more stress on these three parameters. Although I'm not saying that we should not work in other fields, but these three aspects becoming very, very important. Now if you see the environmental pollution and degradation, so these are some of the pictures showing the environmental degradation, but in a proper filtration technique, you can have the clean air, clean sky. So, but indoor air pollution is also there in many industries. Person is suffering from various diseases because of indoor air pollution. At construction site also you can have pollution, vehicular air pollution. So we can have different form of degradation of nature. Like forest burning is another form of degradation of nature. So this is the global warming. This is another form of degradation of nature. Volcanic eruption, sandstorm. Okay, so burning waste and stubble. Okay, although many harmful gases are emitted, so these are the main harmful gases which are emitted, but they can be also, you can have idea that which kind of harmful gases are emitted in various degradation process. Now this is the recent time we are having, you all know that coronavirus aerosol. Okay, that is the quick spread of pandemic is one of the greatest risks of globalization. So till now 16 lakh people have died only of 8 gram of coronavirus. This is the total mass of 8 gram that caused around 16 lakhs people, the death of 16 lakhs people. Now if you see that size of the virus is very, very small, but we are arresting it by means of the face mask. Although there are, why I am saying all this, because one of the unique things of the virus or very small particulate is that they can have the Brownian motion and they are slow to settle. If you see that particles will be in the air, if the particles are very small, if the virus is very small, so they will be in the air for quite some time. So if you see, if the particle size is 0.5 micron, it will take 41 hours to settle. So that means the particles of virus, bacteria, they will be for a longer duration in the air, and you should have proper technology to arrest them. For example, the face mask has been developed, but there are a lot of invention has goes into the face mask. It is not that it's simply a fabric can be used as a face mask, because if you see that even in the N95 face mask, there are quite a bit scientific knowledge is involved for the development of face mask. Now this is the designer developing a ventilating helmet to filter out COVID-19 while traveling. So this is one simple development. Now if you see the particle size are very small, we refer to as PM 2.5. If you see, if you are having small particles, this is the haze in the environment. You can see that how the Delhi climate look like, and this is the Finland, where this is the sort of atmosphere you get. And this is due to the presence of very small particles. So here if you see the Finland, the mass of fine particles will be in the range of 6 microgram per meter cube. Mass of particles which are below 2.5 micron. So that will be below 6 microgram per meter cube. Whereas in Delhi, most cases it will be 900. So you can see the situation. In one hand, this is the level of the PM 2.5, but in Delhi at certain situation it may become 900. That is the worst situation you can find. Now 15 of the world 20 most polluted cities are in India. That is the biggest problem. Okay, so it is not that this particulate matter or the particles are resting on the lung surface, because if you see the color of the lungs is changing because of the deposition of particles. So in a newly born baby, the color of the lungs could be brown or reddish, but with the time it becomes black, most of the cases, because of the deposition of particles. But not only the deposition of particles over the lung surface, but also it is going in the bloodstream. So that is why the person is suffering from many deadly diseases like cancer. Now the intellectual solve problem, then yes, prevent them. So prevention is very important. It is not that we try to control them, but the prevention is very important. That's why in future we may have the electric car into existence, because we may get some, you can control the pollution level by a large extent if you have the electric car. Now, environmental pollution and degradation, the plastic is one of the major sources. E-waste, this is the plastic waste, and I am not going through this because of short of time, within 5 minutes trying to cover it up, but I like to show some of the video if possible. Okay, so by means of this simple technique, we can clean the river. Okay, another example I am showing you. We can have the biodegradable bag, plus instead of plastic, you can use the biodegradable bags. Now these plastics can be dissolved. Okay, so this is the skipping rock slab. So no need of carrying the water bottle. Now this is another development, that edible spoon. Okay, so edible spoon, that is another development that can be made out of millet, rice, and wheat. Okay, eat with it and then eat it. That is the basic philosophy. Now this is another development. Now it can run through solar energy. So this is the plastic bottle cutter. So you can make the strips from plastic bottle. Now harnessing water power. So these are how we can harness the water power. We can make electricity from water stream. Okay, now another technological development is the tire, shredded tire, and from this we can recycle. Shredded tire can be used in different applications. Now this is the poly glue. We can make the water clean. So this is another small video. You can see that how we can make the water cleaner by chemical. Okay. Now there could be water scarcity and we can extract water from thin air, because from humid air we can extract the water. There is also machine for this. Uses of water, that is also very important. So as far as possible, then rainwater harvesting, there is also technology involved. Now water saving toilet, we can use the we can use the drinking water or the wash basin water for toilet. Home biogas, so I'm not going through this because it will take time. Now biolight camp stove, so without smoke also we can have such kind of development. So this stove reduces the smoke, that is the advantage, and it can be solar powered. This is the air pollution level you can see from the industry, and this can be solved by means of use of low volatile coals, use of gaseous fuels, and use of biomass as well. So in future we should avoid using coal as far as possible. So that is the basic idea. And directly coming to this, one of the basic technique is the combustion with energy recovery. If you see here, most of the cases we go for combustion process to recover the energy. So this is the waste combustion technique. But nowadays it should be avoided, because by means of waste combustion technique, lot of nanoparticles will be created and that can damage the human health. So why garbage incinerator are a bad deal for communities? So this is very important, as because we can have lot of nanoparticle in the air that could be very dangerous for human health. Now this should be the least preference, combustion with energy recovery, that should become the least preference for all of us. So landfilling option is one of the best thing that we can adopt. But one of the important aspect is the role of tree. If you see that it is a fully grown tree can remove up to 750 kg of dust in a year time, 750 kg. But apart from that, it removes the particulate matter in the air, but it can also remove the gases from the air. So the role of trees is very important. So for scientific community, this understanding of this is very important. So for sustainability and green impact in production, that is important. To limit the practice of coal fire power plant, because Germany already settled that 2030 onward, they will not have any coal power plant. Thick forest cover, then use of solar energy, wind power and hydel power, and increase of industrial waste, biomass and biogas. So these are the requirement for cleaner environment. So this is all for today. I think in certain part I have to cut short because of shortage of time. So this is all. If you have any question, you can ask.
Yes, student. Thank you very much, sir. And students, if you have any questions, you can ask, or you can type your question in your chat box.
सर नेट थोड़ा स्लो चल रहा है, कर रही हूँ सर।
So if there is a no question, then I think Dr. Pramod Kumar can start now.
Yes, sir.
It was already late the session.
Yes, sir. So thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your wise words, sir. Thank you, sir.
बेटा जिनका नहीं होता नाम बोलना होगा, ठीक है ना? काफी लोग हो गए ना.
So now, students, we move to the second talk of the session, and this talk will be delivered by Dr. Pramod Kumar. So before handed over to Dr. Pramod Kumar, sir, I would like to read a very short bio of sir. So Dr. Pramod Kumar is a PhD from Dr. B.R. Ambedkar National Institute of Technology, Jalandhar in Mechanical Engineering. He is currently Associate Professor and Associate Dean Research Consultancy. Dr. Pramod Kumar is also coordinator of 1 megawatt rooftop solar power plant in NIT Jalandhar, and he is also the coordinator of Tinkering Lab at NITJ, and he also has been faculty advisor of Technique 2013-2014. Today, Dr. Pramod Kumar will talk on research and innovation perspective of B.Tech students. Now, I invite Dr. Pramod Kumar sir to deliver his talk and enlighten the students. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Prashant.
Welcome, sir.
Yes, Nandini?
Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Only for student left.
It is not visible, I think.
No, sir, you are visible also, and
Okay.
you are audible, sir.
Good evening to all. I would like to welcome our dear students to this induction session. I hope you all have enjoyed the induction program organized by our institute. Honorable Director of the Institute, Professor L.K. Avasthi, Dean Research and Consultancy, our colleague and participants. And my dear students, it is my honor and privilege for me to welcome you on the behalf of Associate Dean NIT Jalandhar to this induction program, which has been organized by our institute. A warm good evening to all ladies and gentlemen, faculty members, and all my dear students from different places across India. All our students are very talented, and we can see a unique and talented mix of students who are attending this induction program. I hope you all have enjoyed all the session of the induction program. Once the session may be good or maybe less good, but all are very important. Similar to our up and down in our life, up and down in our life also very important to keep us going, because a straight line even in ECG means we are not alive. Here you join this prestigious institute. It is one of the best thing which will happen in your life, and you will enjoy, you will learn, and you will experience lot of things in this institute. That is called up and down. You will be happy, you will be sad sometime, because you will leave your house and you will stay in the new house that is called NIT Jalandhar. You all have joined this prestigious institute, but keep in your mind, you must continue your hard work. You don't have any alternative for the hard work. Path of success is not swift. You must continue your hard work. In our institute, we have a lot of facilities. Lot of innovation club is there in every department. We have some club where you can do whatever you want, and everybody has to go from the scratch. There is no magic which can make wonder in one night. We have to take effort, planning, regress, follow up, and then only good thing can come up. If you have missed anything in life, don't fill your eye will with tears. It may hide eight another beautiful things standing in front of you. You all are own creator. You yourself have to do the things. Nobody will come and give us the ready-made things and say, okay, please enjoy. We have to do carving our self of our own life. One thing I have seen in one of the university, I know you should keep in your mind this line when you come to the NIT Jalandhar. I know I am something. I know I am something because God does not create garbage. Therefore, always feel I will do something. Innovation, we always talk about the innovation. Innovation is nothing but whatever you think, one thing in a different way, that is the innovation. Whatever you do, you must support the human beings. That is the innovation. Innovation does not mean that it will come out with some equation and some solutions will be there. Whatever we do with human heart, and then we can think of whatever we do. As you are a student, you are entering to our prestigious institution. You must plan what you will do in your 4 year, and you can utilize best of our infrastructure in the institute. We have lot of things here, all the testing facilities, all the simulation software, whatever you think. And this day, many things are available on the internet. Only thing, you know how to use that. How to use that, because this is the new era where you are entering and everything is available. One of the site I would like to share with you, that is the tinkercad.com. Tinkercad.com, which is very important. Everyone should go there and you can play with this software. It is completely free. This day you are at the home and you have the laptop or a smart mobile. You can use, you can create, either you are a mechanical student or the electronics student or the computer science student or any branch of textile or the biotechnology. Especially this site is available for mechanical and the instrumentation, electrical, computer. These people can enjoy the software and you can visualize your thought. In our institute also we have trying to develop a lab which is known as Tinker Lab, or you can do the innovation or do the small things with the availability of the hardware. All the software are available there in this site tinkercad.com. You can enjoy there, and many facilities like universal testing machine we have in the mechanical department or textile department, where you can test the material. In mechanical engineering department, we have a different society where a student play with the automobiles. Solar energy, you can make your vehicle, depends on the solar energy or the biofuel, whatever you want. And we have a good this funding facility from the TCube, where you can have certain funds to create your ideas. The thing is, You all are very intelligent and you should utilize your time to create something new which is helpful for your human being. That is the purpose of our education. We always try to contribute something, but something for what? Something for betterment of the human being, or something betterment for the poorest of the poor of this country. That is the requirement. As you are aware that 80% of the people of our country is living with the very bad situation. If you can do, you can share your thought, you can create good human beings, it will be very useful, because intelligent mind can do anything whatever they thinks. I will not take much of time because already you have listened the innovative ideas of our Dean Academics. Lot of topics you can have, but one thing I would like to share, that you should use your knowledge, your software knowledge or hardware knowledge, to implement the good things which will help for the human being. And at the last, I wish all a very successful life and assure you of all the full support of myself and my colleague and all the faculty member of the institute. This is the research and development department which we can help if you wish. I am sure that coming time would see you a new twilight for a better dawn for the entire engineering communities. Once again, I welcome to this prestigious institute. Thank you once again. A very warm good evening, all of you. Thank you, Prasad.
Thank
Over
you,
to
sir.
you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your wise words. And definitely these kind of talks, these kind of words help students to think, to innovate something that really can help the society, and in fact will be helpful to development in their career also.
If anyone have
student-
question, they can ask.
Yes, sir. So if anyone have questions, then they can ask. They can type in the chat box.
If not, then we can, I hope, once again welcome and then over.
Yes, sir. No questions. So thank you, sir. Thank you, Mukhopadhyay, sir. Thank you, Pramod, sir, for your talks. Thank you very much, students, for being here, for being the part of this induction program. And this was the last session of the induction program. So I would like to thank each and everyone who was directly or indirectly involved in this induction program. And very much thankful to Director, sir, Dean Academics, sir, and other dignitaries to organize this program. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.